In an era where information travels at unprecedented speed and unverified claims can achieve viral status within hours, a recent rumor concerning Gianluca Ginoble, the celebrated tenor of Il Volo, offers a striking case study in how quickly speculation can overshadow reality. The claim that Ginoble allegedly collapsed backstage during a performance and that specific words were spoken in the moments preceding this supposed incident has circulated through various online forums and social media platforms. However, it bears emphasizing from the outset that no credible source, official statement, or reliable eyewitness account has substantiated this story. No reputable news organization has reported on such an event, no member of Il Volo's management team has acknowledged it, and no verified footage or documentation exists to support the narrative. What remains then is not a news story, but rather a rumor, one that serves as an illuminating starting point for examining how misinformation proliferates around public figures, particularly those who maintain rigorous touring schedules and occupy prominent positions in the entertainment industry. The mechanisms by which such rumors emerge reveal much about contemporary media consumption patterns. Often, these stories originate from innocuous sources that become distorted through successive retellings. A performer might appear momentarily fatigued during a concert, prompting a concerned fan to post speculation online. That speculation gets shared, embellished, and eventually transformed into something far removed from the initial observation. Anonymous message board posts can claim insider knowledge without providing verifiable details. Short video clips, extracted from context and circulated without explanation, can be misinterpreted to suggest distress or illness, when they may simply capture a routine moment backstage. Fan communities, while generally supportive and well-intentioned, sometimes engage in collective theorizing that inadvertently amplifies unfounded narratives. The algorithmic architecture of social media platforms, designed to promote engaging content regardless of accuracy, can propel these stories into broader circulation far more effectively than corrections or clarifications. The consequences of such misinformation extend beyond mere inconvenience for the artists involved. Unfounded health rumors can cause unnecessary alarm among family members, friends, and devoted followers. They can distort public perception, shifting focus away from an artist's work and achievements toward manufactured drama. For performers who have dedicated their lives to their craft, the proliferation of baseless speculation represents a peculiar form of disrespect, one that reduces complex, accomplished individuals to subjects of gossip rather than recognizing them as serious artists deserving of thoughtful engagement with their actual contributions. This phenomenon underscores the critical importance of responsible journalism, fact-checking, and media literacy in an age where anyone with an internet connection can become a content creator and distributor. Rather than perpetuating unverified claims, a more valuable endeavor involves examining the genuine story of Gianluca Ginoble, a narrative rich with talent, dedication, and remarkable achievement that requires no embellishment or sensationalism. Born on February 11, 1995, in Roseto degli Abruzzi, a coastal town in the Abruzzo region of Italy, Ginoble grew up in an environment where music was woven into the fabric of daily life. His early exposure to Italian musical traditions, combined with formal training that began in childhood, laid the groundwork for what would become an extraordinary career. From a young age, Ginoble demonstrated the kind of vocal ability that teachers and mentors immediately recognized as exceptional, possessing not only technical proficiency, but also an emotional depth that would later become one of his defining characteristics as a performer. The trajectory that would ultimately lead to international stardom began to take shape when Ginoble participated in the Italian talent competition, Ti lascio una canzone, in 2009. This televised showcase for young performers provided the platform where he would meet Piero Barone and Ignazio Boschetto, two similarly talented vocalists who shared his passion for classical and operatic music. The chemistry among the three singers proved immediately apparent, and their collaboration evolved rapidly from a competitive circumstance into a partnership that would redefine their individual futures. Under the guidance of music producer Michel Torpedine and with the support of manager Roberto Cenci, the trio formally became Il Volo, a name deliberately chosen to evoke the concept of flight, a metaphor for the soaring vocal lines that would become their signature and for the aspirations that drove them toward artistic excellence. Il Volo's emergence occurred at a particularly interesting moment in the evolution of classical crossover music. The genre itself had experienced various iterations through different performers and groups, but the combination of youth, classical training, and contemporary sensibility that Il Volo represented offered something distinct. They were not attempting to modernize opera in ways that might diminish its essential character, nor were they simply young singers performing standards. Instead, they occupied a space where rigorous classical technique met accessible presentation, where respect for tradition coexisted with an understanding of contemporary audience expectations. Ginoble's role within this dynamic proved essential. His tenor voice, characterized by its clarity, power, and expressiveness, complemented the vocal textures provided by Barone's tenor and Boschetto's baritone, creating the trio's distinctive sound. The group's self-titled debut album, released in 2010, introduced international audiences to their approach and demonstrated immediate commercial viability. Success in Italy was followed by recognition across Europe, Latin America, and eventually North America, where classical crossover audiences proved receptive to their artistry. The album featured a repertoire that spanned classical pieces, traditional Italian songs, and contemporary compositions arranged to suit their collective strengths. Ginoble's performances on tracks throughout the recording showcased his ability to convey both technical mastery and emotional authenticity, qualities that would remain constants throughout his career. The album's success was not merely a matter of novelty or marketing. It reflected genuine appreciation for the quality of musicianship the young performers delivered. As Il Volo's profile expanded, so too did the demands placed upon its members. International touring became a defining feature of their professional lives, with performance schedules that would challenge even seasoned veterans of the industry. Ginoble and his colleagues found themselves performing in prestigious venues across continents, from major concert halls in European capitals to outdoor amphitheaters in South America, from intimate theater settings in Asia to large-scale arena productions in North America. Each performance required not only vocal excellence, but also the physical stamina and mental resilience necessary to maintain consistency across different time zones, climates, and acoustic environments. The discipline required for such a career trajectory cannot be overstated. Daily vocal exercises, careful attention to health and wellness, strategic rest periods, and constant refinement of technique all become essential components of sustaining excellence over time. The release of subsequent albums further solidified Il Volo's position within the classical crossover landscape. We Are Love, in 2012, demonstrated artistic maturation and expanded their repertoire to include more diverse material. L'amore si muove, in 2015, showcased their continued growth as interpreters and performers, while also achieving significant commercial success. Each recording project provided Ginoble opportunities to explore different facets of his artistry, to tackle challenging vocal passages, and to contribute to the group's evolving sound. His interpretive choices, his approach to phrasing and dynamics, and his ability to inhabit the emotional content of the material all contributed to the distinctive character that Il Volo brought to each piece they performed. A particularly significant milestone in the group's career arrived with their participation in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2015. Representing Italy with the song Grande Amore, Il Volo delivered a performance that captivated both the live audience and viewers across Europe. The composition, written specifically for the contest, played to their strengths: dramatic, emotionally charged, and requiring both individual virtuosity and collective cohesion. While they finished in third place in the overall competition, they won the televote, indicating strong public support for their performance. The exposure provided by Eurovision introduced Il Volo to audiences who might not have otherwise encountered their work, further expanding their international profile. For Ginoble specifically, the experience represented an opportunity to perform on one of Europe's largest entertainment stages, demonstrating his ability to deliver under the pressure of live international broadcast to an audience of millions. The success of Grande Amore extended well beyond the contest itself. The song became a commercial hit across Europe, topping charts in Italy and performing strongly in multiple markets. It became a signature piece in Il Volo's concert repertoire, a moment in their live shows where audience recognition and participation reached peak intensity. Ginoble's performance of his sections of the song showcased his ability to build emotional intensity, to navigate the dramatic shifts in dynamics and tempo, and to contribute to the collective impact that made the piece so effective. The achievement represented not merely commercial success, but artistic validation, confirmation that their approach to classical crossover resonated with substantial audiences. Throughout his career with Il Volo, Ginoble has demonstrated a commitment to honoring the classical traditions that inform his technique while remaining open to creative evolution. The group's collaborations with legendary figures in the music industry have provided opportunities for learning and growth. Working with Placido Domingo, one of the most celebrated tenors in operatic history, offered insights into the demands and rewards of maintaining vocal excellence over decades. Performances alongside Barbra Streisand connected classical crossover with broader traditions of popular music. These collaborations were not merely ceremonial or promotional. They represented genuine musical exchanges that enriched Il Volo's understanding of their craft and their place within larger musical traditions. The visual dimension of Il Volo's performances, while secondary to the musical content, has also contributed to their appeal and to Ginoble's development as a performer. Stage presence, the ability to connect with audiences beyond purely auditory means, and the capacity to convey emotion through gesture and expression all become components of effective live performance in the classical crossover genre. Ginoble's evolution in this regard has been notable, moving from the somewhat tentative stage demeanor of a teenager performing on national television to the confident, engaging presence of an established international artist. This development reflects not only natural maturation, but also the countless hours spent performing, learning to read and respond to audience energy, and understanding how to create moments of connection that transcend the technical execution of the music. The demands of maintaining a career at Il Volo's level of prominence involve challenges that extend beyond purely artistic considerations. International travel, with its disruptions to routine and the physical toll of constant movement across time zones, requires careful management. Vocal health becomes a constant preoccupation, necessitating attention to factors ranging from hydration and sleep to environmental conditions in performance venues. The psychological aspects of performance, managing nerves, maintaining focus, dealing with the pressure of audience expectations, require their own forms of discipline and self-awareness. That Ginoble and his colleagues have sustained their careers for well over a decade speaks to their professionalism and their understanding of what such longevity requires. The recording process itself, distinct from live performance, has provided Ginoble with opportunities to explore different aspects of his artistry. Studio work allows for precision and experimentation in ways that live performance does not. Multiple takes enable the pursuit of ideal interpretations, while production techniques can enhance and showcase particular qualities of voice and musicality. Albums such as Musica in 2019 and Il Volo Sings Morricone in 2021 demonstrated the group's continued artistic ambition and their desire to honor important composers and musical traditions. The Morricone tribute, in particular, represented a project of considerable cultural significance as the three performers undertook to interpret the work of one of cinema's most important composers, a fellow Italian whose music had defined countless films and had achieved recognition far beyond the contexts for which it was originally created. Il Volo's role in popularizing classical and operatic music among younger audiences represents another dimension of their significance. While opera and classical music retain devoted followings, concerns about the aging of audience demographics and the challenge of attracting new generations have been ongoing within these musical communities. Il Volo's ability to present classical repertoire in ways that appeal to listeners who might not typically attend opera performances or classical concerts has contributed to broader efforts to ensure these traditions remain vital and relevant. Ginoble's presence as a young performer who embodies both technical excellence and accessibility has made him something of an ambassador for classical vocal music, demonstrating that this tradition need not be perceived as antiquated or exclusionary. The intersection of artistry and celebrity presents particular challenges in the contemporary media environment. Public figures inevitably become subjects of scrutiny that extends beyond their professional work into their personal lives, their relationships, their health, and virtually every other dimension of their existence. For performers like Ginoble, this scrutiny represents a condition of their profession, but it also creates vulnerabilities to the kind of speculation and misinformation discussed at the beginning of this examination. The rumor of a Backstage collapse, regardless of its origins or the intentions of those who propagated it, exemplifies how quickly narrative control can slip away from the individuals actually involved. In an ideal media ecosystem, such claims would be immediately subjected to verification processes before gaining any traction. In reality, the speed of digital communication and the economics of online engagement often reward speed over accuracy, sensation over substance. The responsibility for combating misinformation does not rest solely with media professionals or platform operators, though they certainly bear significant obligations in this regard. Individual media consumers also play a crucial role in determining which narratives gain prominence and which fade into deserved obscurity. Critical thinking, skepticism toward extraordinary claims lacking extraordinary evidence, and resistance to the temptation to share unverified information all represent practices that contribute to a healthier information environment. When encountering claims about public figures, particularly those involving health, safety, or crisis, several questions should guide response. What is the source of this information? Has it been reported by credible news organizations? Are there official statements or verifiable documentation? What might motivate the circulation of this particular narrative? These questions, applied consistently, would prevent many unfounded rumors from achieving the circulation they currently enjoy. For artists like Ginoble, the proliferation of unfounded speculation represents more than an inconvenience. It can distract from the work that actually defines their professional identity. Each hour of public attention devoted to manufactured drama is time not spent engaging with their artistry, not spent appreciating their achievements, not spent recognizing the discipline and dedication required to maintain excellence in their field. The genuine story of Gianluca Ginoble's career, his development as a vocalist, his contributions to Il Volo's success, his role in bringing classical music to new audiences, his participation in projects that honor important musical traditions, offers far more substance and interest than any fabricated crisis narrative could provide. Looking at the broader trajectory of Ginoble's career reveals an artist who has navigated the complexities of early fame with notable grace. Beginning professional work in one's teenage years presents challenges distinct from those faced by performers who enter the industry as adults. The development of personal identity occurs simultaneously with the development of public persona. The acquisition of life experience and maturity happens under constant scrutiny. The pressures to maintain success, to meet expectations, to continue evolving artistically, all arrive before the psychological and emotional resources that facilitate such navigation are fully developed. That Ginoble has managed these challenges while maintaining his commitment to his craft speaks to qualities of character that deserve recognition alongside his musical talents. The evolution of Il Volo's sound over the years reflects both changing artistic priorities and the natural maturation of the performers. Early recordings showcased the freshness and enthusiasm of young artists discovering their collective identity. Later works demonstrate increased sophistication in interpretation, greater confidence in creative choices, and deeper understanding of the musical traditions they inhabit. Ginoble's contributions to this evolution have been substantial. His vocal technique has continued to develop, his interpretive abilities have deepened, and his understanding of how to serve the music while also expressing personal artistry has grown more nuanced. These developments represent the natural progression of a serious artist committed to continuous improvement rather than contentment with early achievements. The international dimension of Il Volo's career has also shaped Ginoble's artistic development. Performing for audiences across different cultures, each with their own musical traditions and expectations, requires adaptability and cultural sensitivity. What resonates in one context may not translate identically to another. Understanding these nuances, learning to adjust performances to suit different venues and audiences while maintaining artistic integrity, represents a sophisticated form of professional competence. Ginoble's experiences performing across Europe, the Americas, Asia, and other regions have contributed to his development as a truly international artist, one whose work transcends national boundaries and speaks to universal aspects of human experience through music. The physical demands of sustaining a professional singing career also merit consideration. The human voice, unlike manufactured instruments, cannot simply be replaced when worn or damaged. Vocal cords require careful maintenance, and the techniques that protect vocal health while allowing for powerful, expressive performance require years to fully master. Ginoble's ability to maintain vocal quality across extensive touring schedules, recording sessions, and promotional appearances demonstrates his understanding of these demands and his commitment to the practices necessary for long-term sustainability. This attention to the practical realities of his instrument reflects the professionalism that has characterized his career. Il Volo's engagement with diverse repertoire has also provided Ginoble with opportunities to demonstrate versatility. While classical and operatic material forms the core of their work, the group has also performed popular standards, contemporary compositions, and traditional songs from various cultural traditions. This diversity requires different approaches to interpretation and performance. Operatic arias demand one set of technical skills and interpretive choices. American standards require different considerations of phrasing and emotional tone. Traditional Italian songs connect to different cultural contexts and expectations. Ginoble's ability to navigate these varied demands while maintaining the distinctive qualities of his voice and artistic personality demonstrates both technical flexibility and artistic intelligence. The collaborative nature of Il Volo's work has also shaped Ginoble's development. Unlike solo performers who bear sole responsibility for artistic outcomes, trio work requires constant negotiation, compromise, and attention to collective goals. Individual voices must blend while retaining distinctiveness. Interpretation must be coordinated while allowing for personal expression. Stage presence must be balanced to ensure that no single performer dominates at the expense of the ensemble effect. These considerations require emotional intelligence and professional maturity in addition to musical skill. Ginoble's success as a member of Il Volo demonstrates his capacity for this kind of collaborative work, his ability to prioritize collective success while still contributing his individual strengths. The question of legacy, while perhaps premature for an artist still in his 20s, nevertheless merits consideration. What will Gianluca Ginoble's lasting contribution to music be? Certainly, his role in Il Volo's success ensures a place in the history of classical crossover music. The recordings will endure, documenting a particular moment in the genre's evolution and the distinctive approach that made the trio successful. Beyond these tangible artifacts, however, lies a less measurable but potentially more significant impact. The influence on listeners who encountered classical music through Il Volo, who developed appreciation for vocal excellence through exposure to Ginoble's performances, who found in his work inspiration for their own musical pursuits. These influences ripple outward in ways that defy precise quantification, but that nevertheless constitute an important dimension of artistic legacy. The contrast between Ginoble's actual achievements and the content of rumors, like the alleged Backstage collapse, illuminates a broader tension in celebrity culture. On one hand stands the genuine accomplishment, years of training, countless performances, albums that showcase artistic development, collaborations with esteemed figures, contributions to musical traditions, influence on audiences worldwide. On the other stands manufactured drama, speculation, gossip, and narratives designed to provoke reaction rather than to inform or illuminate. The disparity in attention these different categories of information receive reveals unfortunate truths about contemporary media consumption patterns. Genuine achievement, while certainly celebrated, often generates less immediate engagement than scandal or crisis. This dynamic creates perverse incentives that encourage the production and circulation of sensational content regardless of its accuracy or value. Returning to the specific rumor that prompted this examination, it remains important to reiterate its status. No evidence supports the claim that Gianluca Ginoble collapsed backstage, no credible source has reported such an event, and no official statement has acknowledged any incident of this nature. The story remains what it was at the beginning, an unverified rumor, potentially originating from misunderstanding, misinterpretation, or deliberate fabrication. Its circulation demonstrates how quickly such narratives can spread in digital environments, but its lack of substantiation should serve as a cautionary tale about the importance of verification before belief or dissemination. The responsibility to resist contributing to the spread of misinformation rests with everyone who encounters such claims. Choosing to seek verification, to demand credible sources, to refrain from sharing unconfirmed reports, these practices, adopted widely, would significantly improve the quality of public discourse. The genuine story of Gianluca Ginoble requires no embellishment or invention. His career with Il Volo represents a remarkable achievement, sustaining artistic excellence from teenage years into adulthood, navigating the demands of international performance schedules, contributing to the vitality of classical crossover music, and maintaining professionalism in an industry rife with challenges. His vocal talent, evident from his earliest performances, has been refined through years of dedication and discipline. His role within Il Volo has helped bring classical and operatic music to audiences who might not otherwise have engaged with these traditions. His continued artistic development suggests a career that will extend for many more years, bringing future projects and achievements that cannot yet be anticipated. As Gianluca Ginoble's career continues to evolve, the focus should remain where it properly belongs, on his artistry, his contributions to music, and his ongoing development as a performer. The unverified rumors that occasionally circulate should be recognized for what they are: distractions from the genuine accomplishments that merit attention and appreciation. In an age of unprecedented information access, but equally unprecedented misinformation, the practice of critical thinking and the commitment to credible sources become not merely useful skills, but essential ones. By focusing on verified information, by celebrating genuine achievement, and by resisting the allure of sensational but unsubstantiated narratives, both media professionals and individual consumers can contribute to an environment where artists like Ginoble receive recognition for what they actually accomplish, rather than becoming subjects of manufactured controversy. That approach serves not only the artists themselves, but also the audiences who benefit from their work, and the broader culture that values artistic excellence and serious engagement with creative achievement.